FIFA's newly re-elected boss has held his first media briefing earlier on today after Friday's tense vote in the wake of the corruption scandal that's engulfed world football's most powerful body of late. And Sepp Blatter's generally been upbeat about the outcome of the election.
Of
course I'm relieved. Firstly, because I was re-elected. And secondly, because there was a good atmosphere in the executive committee today. And that guarantees to me that I'm not alone. We're in football. Those who have lost today, they could win tomorrow. The same as in football. And I'm also the president of those who did not vote for me.
Just 2 days before the vote, 14 FIFA officials were targeted by American and Swiss investigators on corruption charges. The arrests were then used to launch a last-ditch assault against Blatter's presidency. Even after FIFA members made their choice, he remained under fire. Blatter says he's shocked at the way football's ruling body's been targeted. He revealed the possible reasons to a Swiss TV channel, as RT's Harry Fear reports next.
One of his main points, actually bizarrely and very interestingly, is to question the fishy timing of that US whole saga where we saw those high-profile, scandalous arrests and raids on the offices here by Swiss police of FIFA. Now, he said the timing just doesn't smell right, and the context, of course, was this was just 48 hours before the vote on his re-election. Another big point he's been making today is that he really says the US and the UK are bitter. They're sore, poor losers. They didn't win the 2018 and 2022 World Cup nation hosting bids. They're sore losers. Of course, 2018 went to Russia, 2022 went to Qatar. Now, on the European side, he said that UEFA's hatred of him, as he calls it, is not just with the leader of the organisation, but is incumbent throughout the entire organisation, is systemic. The organisation, UEFA, he says, has never really accepted him as president since he was first elected back in 1998. So really hitting the ball back very hard at all of these comments. And the comments, of course, come in the context of increased heat being piled on him, even today by Greg Dyke, for example, the Britain soccer head.
Our correspondent in Zurich. Well, some observers say Blatter's weathered a storm which has politicised the beautiful game.
I think that FIFA was quite resilient and certainly showed a degree of resolve in the face of tremendous pressure. The fact that they were attempting to essentially carry out, if I could use the term, regime change within the FIFA leadership, and the fact that FIFA did not cave into that, I think it demonstrates quite a lot.
We're continuing to see investigations by now the Americans, by the British, and the Swiss have been forced into line by Washington. With Blatter, we are told, going to be subject to questioning. The narrative in the British and Anglo-Saxon media has been kind of that corruption is an Asian and African thing. Of course, we know that corruption is nothing alien, for instance, in Britain. All of this, I think, has played badly for Blatter.
During the vote, Blatter's rival for the presidency was supported by delegates from Europe and the Americas. You can see it pans out on the map there. But the long-running FIFA chief enjoyed the firm backing, however, of Africa, Asia, Russia and Oceania. A top Arab sports official told us Blatter is popular outside the West because he brought football to the masses.
Aim for the poor, not for the elite. And Mr. Blatter brought it to them in Africa, in Asia, and that's why most of Africa and most of Asia voted for him. Don't like the governments to interfere in sports or federations. We don't want these governments to control the results or impose on us where the game goes.